In D365 in production, we are going to see how we are going to be create route and what is the essential element of the route and what is the logic of production scheduling is happening in a very simple steps. For instance, if you go to the any items, so it's a list of the items. For example, I created a new item called painted coil. So this is a new item. In that items, I'm going to define one route. If you want to define the route, navigate to engineering tab and click route. And here there is a two important aspects in the route header as well as route line. In the route header, I define this is the route number, name, those informations which is essential element. And the line level, I define what is the operation number and operation name and what is the runtime. And here when some important aspect is in the setup tab, I define this some setup categories and runtime categories and quantity categories and costing resource. These are all relevant to costing aspects, which we see in the subsequent videos. When we look at the times in systems, there are so many times are available in the route. The essential important is runtime, okay, and then process quantity. For instance, one piece, if I want to produce, it consumes 2 hours. This is what in this representing. And the next one is called resource requirement. Here I can select as a resource group. You have the different option to select the resource or resource group. Why? What is the reason of resource or resource group? If it is a one machine, then we call it as a resource. If it is multiple machines sharing a similar runtime and similar cost category, then you can use it as a resource group. If you go to the resource group as paint, you can see this is a resource group. In this resource group, you can see there is a two different resource. One is paint 1, another one is paint 2. When I open the paint 1, you can see here there is a runtime is a 2 hour. I need one piece to produce, it consume 2 hour. And if I go to the paint 2, again it's consumed 2 hours to produce one piece. So this is the simple setups I define in the route, and then I attach to the route group. And here I say this is a route group. I didn't say which exact machine my production work order can use. I simply say either of the machines my production work order can use because both the machines have same capacity, right? And I define the route group and all those things setups here. Now when I go to the production work order, so you can go to the master planning or production work order in order to see the scheduling process. Let me directly go to the production work order. In order to show you the impact, I create one production work order here. So this is a production work order. I select the item, I select the site, and then I select the warehouse. Let me put only one piece. Let me put, my delivery is the 10th of this month. And then when I click create, so what happened here is, if you see here at present, there is a start date, end date is empty, and start time, end time is 12. That means nothing is happened here. You have to be estimate the production work order. When estimate the production work order, still that is not update anything. The meaning estimation is meant for raw material checking. So now I go to the scheduling. I click operation scheduling. So when I do the operation scheduling, there are different options are available. The most useful option is backward from delivery date. So when I click OK, what it says is my start date, end date both should be at 10th, and it says 8 to 10. That means 2 hours it's need. So 8 a.m. you need to start and 10 a.m. you need to complete. Okay. This is what scheduling is working. For example, if I put 12, right? 12 quantity. Why I put 12 quantity? 12 quantity is need 24 hours. So it will consume only one full one day. Okay. So what I did again, I will go to the restart. So I'm going to be re-estimate again. So again I will select the backward from delivery date, click OK. So what it says is, it exactly says 9 to 10. That means 10 a.m. it start on 9th and 10 a.m. it's complete on 10th. So it's exactly consume 24 hours. So when I go to here production work order, when I click route, I can see what is happening here. It says this is a paint machine. This is the resource it is taken. When I go to the all jobs, it's not showing any job. That means if you see here, it says still the resource it's mission. It's resource group. It exactly didn't say paint line 1 or paint line 2. So then what I need to do? So go to the schedule, click the schedule jobs and click backward from delivery date. Click OK. So if you see there is no changes here, but when I go to here, when I click all jobs, you can able to see it's taken the paint 1. So now system is automatically says you can use paint 1 for this machine for this production work order. Okay, then when I go to now I'm going to create second production work order, right? I select the site, I select again another 12 pieces, I put the same delivery date. Because I just want to know now which machine system is saying. So I'm going to select here. As we all know, after estimate, system will not update any start date and date. When you schedule the operation, I will schedule the backward from delivery date. When you schedule operation, system will tell me exactly. Again, it says say 9 to 10. Again, it says 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do when I go and click all the jobs, there is no jobs are available. But when I go to the route, it says this particular resource group you need to use. Then when I again go to the schedule, now I'm running the schedule. So what is the difference between schedule operation and schedule jobs? At this moment, everyone can understand. Schedule operation will happen at the time of the resource group level, and the scheduled jobs will do it at the exactly in the mission level in this context. Okay, so now I'm going to do the scheduled jobs. So click here and backward from delivery date, click OK. It's done. Now when you go to the here, when you click all jobs, you can see here the paint 9 too. So what happened, system is automatically think we need 12 hours, but the 12 hours is already paint 1 is occupied. So now it is a paint 2, its system is allocated here. That is a simplest way or logical way how the production scheduling is working. So the basic principle again recap: when you estimate, system will check what is the raw material is available. When you go to the schedule, when you click schedule operation, system is checking what is the start time and end time and what is the start date and end date, but it won't allocate what is the exact mission. When you do the scheduled job, system is exactly allocating which is the mission or individual mission need to allocate for this production recorder to perform this operation. So this is the basic way of how the system is scheduling the runtime and how the system is scheduling the process and what is the impact of the resource group and resource when the resource group is get assigned, when the resource get assigned.